What's good with it? It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired Sunday Night Rant. What up, what up, what up? As we continue to rock the mic around here at Shots Fired, today's rant will be my assessment of something that is near and dear to my little heart, and it's based around this right here.
And the masters of the universe.
So, with that being introduced to you, they have a new series. It's on Netflix. 5 episodes dropped, and a lot of people who are in their mid-40s and grew up watching this 80s phenom of a show remember it. And from my viewing point, I was one of them people that had that stuff, rocked it. That's what it was. He-Man was the deal. You was rushing home from school to watch this show. Now, if you was like me, then you was going home to prepare that afternoon snack and watch the cartoons. He-Man was first on deck. Now, my afternoon snack either was the classic fried bologna sandwich. I think I'm a little special, so I had to make me an egg and throw some cheese on my joint with the toast. That's how I get down. Or, got to give me a bowl of cereal. I might even switch it up and go extra fat kid and have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You already know. So anyway, we at the crib, we watching He-Man. Transformers gonna come on after that. Y'all know the flavor. Y'all know what it is. These are properties that are huge, but they service is a little bit different. And what I mean by their service is Transformers had a longer life than He-Man and became a phenomenon in its own right of that time period of great 80s cartoons. So it's not really as fair to put He-Man next to Transformers, but those people who grew up in that time period understand that at one point in time they stood exactly neck and neck. And He-Man was a huge, huge thing. So we fast forward to 2021. We're told, yes, the He-Man series is coming out. We've gotten all these cool trailers. We were told that one of our favorite people is going to be associated with this show, which is the great Mark Hamill. So everything seemed like it was lining up. Everything seemed like it was a go. People were like, yeah, this is going to be a good show. It's going to be kind of grown-up-y. It's going to be gangster a little bit. It's going to be some violence. And we finally get to see some real sword play because this is not set up for little kids. And then we find out Kevin Smith is going to be a part of it. We like, yes, 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 yes. This is going to be good. And then what did we get? The question is, what did we get? And after watching the 5 episodes so far, what I would say is this to me is this a fail. Why is it a fail? Well, let's dig off into why this is a fail. But to start off, let's at least do the good things. Let's do what they did do well. So this doesn't turn into a total shit show. So what did they do well? Well, I'm going to tell you, as far as visual goes, this is excellent. The studio out of Texas did a fantastic job with this, the same way they did with Castlevania. So if you watch Netflix and you're familiar with the Castlevania, you know how pretty that looks. Same caliber. Excellent. The voice acting list is ridiculous. I'm not going to even try to say all the people that's on here, but when I tell you that the people that are doing the voice acting is exactly what you want as a fan, it is that. Fantastic. Nothing can be said bad about the choices you picked. Like I said, anytime you tell me that Mark Hamill is going to play the main villain of something, it's going to be good. So, alongside its beauty visually, we got to see a lot of different things that come from that time period of He-Man from the original. So we got to see some play sets. We got to see a few characters that didn't get to be shown a lot. And we got to see some characters that were kind of mythological in a way. So if you're a person of my age, there was a large argument of this Wonder Bread He-Man. And it was just a He-Man, but he just had like a different chest plate to put on and was kind of in a slightly different color scheme, right? But it was supposed to be you sent in so many tabs to Wonder Bread, they would send you the Wonder Bread He-Man, and this was like a super myth, and no one knew if it was really real. And then we seen some, but then people couldn't touch them. They were just pictures. So people were like, well, maybe, people know how to paint and do all those things. Maybe somebody really took their time and made this toy, but this wasn't produced. And Hasbro said, we didn't really produce it. It's just a whole thing. But this toy character was in the show. Cool. And there was a lot of those moments. Like if you were watching this from the point of saying, oh, I remember that, or I remember that. Yeah, it was a lot of that. Unfortunately, we get to the real meat of this. That as far as the things that are good are going, they're going good for all of the things I just mentioned. Visually, the voice acting, all of that looks, sounds dope. It is. It looks and sounds so dope. But it seems like in today's times, it seems like there is always a play going on in the background. There's always something going on in the background. And that makes me very curious because as a guy like me, I'm just sitting around being nosy. I'm kind of watching the show. I'm kind of peeping out how things are happening. And when you're doing that, when you call yourself trying to stay on it, I call it being nosy. You see certain things happening and they make you wonder. And for me, the certain things I've been seeing happening recently is IPs that are pillars for certain communities have been given green lights for shows and movies and whatnot. And then the people who make the thing decide to do whatever they want. And once the fans, the core group of this IP, and for those people that don't know what an IP is, it's just an intellectual property. When those people get control of it, right? They get control of this IP and they say, oh, we're going to make a movie such and such, such and such. When they do, the core character that they're taking this property, the core character is tough and brash and he's slightly mean. He could be considered a womanizer because he's always after the ladies. This is the character. He's been around for 30 years. You come along and you say, yeah, we're going to make a movie about him. And then when you give me the movie, you turn him into a complete idiot. You make him weak. You make him whiny. And you make his previous boss, who happened to be a woman, now a unsuffering dirtbag lady. This is how you set it up. And then when people watch it, they're like, oh, this is garbage. This is trash. I don't understand. Why did you do this? And then you tell them, shut up, you're crying, right? I said this before. I heard others say this as well. Something similar happened with Star Wars. And for a lot of people, they were pissed. They were mad. Hey, man. It was a lot of things that came behind that based off the fact that people wanted to change the core ideas of an IP and not pay attention to the core fandom. The people who are there because they are there. The people who you see who show up at the events dressed in those things. The people who are seeing movies and crying. You know the group I'm talking about. When you disrespect that group, the core group, there's always a problem. If they don't like it, then there's a problem. And that's the group you always should be staring at, because they're the ones that's holding this IP up. You take them out and the average people don't really care, right? If you disrespect Transformers too much and the core group of people stop paying attention to Transformers, the rest of y'all don't care. You're like, ooh, robots, they transform, they shoot and stuff. Yay. Next action movie. I don't, whatever. There's plenty of people I meet that haven't watched Star Wars that don't get it. My phone makes that R2-D2 noise, and constantly in society it shocks and scares people and they don't know what it is. And I just kind of laugh and giggle like, it's R2-D2. How do you not know that noise? But it's people that don't watch Star Wars or not into it as I may be. So I get it. But to mess around with these IPs and to disrespect that core fandom is always a bad look for the thing that you make, because that is going to be your most vocal group on they don't like it. This ain't what they came for. And when they're vocal about it, that means that the people that you license that good out to say, hey, you pay me money and then you can make cups, t-shirts, backpacks, pencils, pens, whatever. You could do that. When that group of people then get mad and say, yo, your fans don't like this. They ain't rocking like they used to, bro. They used to be on it. We was selling all the t-shirts. We was selling all the lunch boxes. That ain't it. So I know y'all like, all right, Simon, we see you. We see where you going with this. Is it that bad, bro? What did they really go there left? Yes, they did. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit y'all like they do on TV when they be like, now when we come back, from the commercial break, then what we're going to do is we're going to get off into why this He-Man is bad and why people are annoyed with this, why the media went bananas today based off what was going on with this. So we'll be right back.
Johnny Ray Ray's security team. That's right. The legendary Johnny Ray Ray security team has a service or a plan for you, for your home, for your business, for your auto or boats. That's right. You can get a one-on-one personal security officer to take care of everything you need to protect you from any and all threats. If you need more, we can bring and provide a team of well-trained superstars made by Johnny Ray Ray himself. And don't forget our special deal. Right now, you can get our Baby Mama Protection Plan. This includes protection from your home, protection for your business, and protection for your personal well-being. Johnny Ray Security Team. Better be protected.
Brought to you by Mind Vendor Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Stock the bar vodka made right here in Michigan. Distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the bar vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the bar vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired Podcast popping.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
So I think I tried my best. I tried to give my best of what was good about this show. So now let's flip into the bad. Let's get off into why everybody is pissed off with the new Masters of the Universe Revelation TV show on Netflix. Let's get off into that part. So the real reason I really believe is what has pissed off a large amount of the core fandom is this. If I'm a 40-year-old dude and I sat down to watch Masters of the Universe, I remember buying these toys. I remember having the play sets. I remember wishing I could find the damn Wonder Bread He-Man, right? I'm that dude, and I sit down to watch this, and you get rid of He-Man immediately. He just gone. Oh, He-Man dead. And then you give me angry Teela. Now let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You give me Teela, and you present her very similarly to how we seen her from the original series. It appears that she has long hair. She has the little tiara thing on. She looks like very reminiscent of that Teela, or classic Teela, as we shall call her from now on. And when you give me her and then you have a moment where she's angry and she's expressing her anger that she now has found out the secret of Prince Adam / He-Man, and she's so pissed that he never told her and their friendship doesn't mean anything because he lied to her. First off, this is foolishness. Complete and utter foolishness. You can't be a person that is a high-ranking military person and don't understand the idea of need-to-know basis. Throw friendship out the damn window. Anybody who has dealt with military, police, security know that there's some things that even though they're your friend, they're not privileged to. It is what it is. But I digress. She's so pissed that she like, yo, forget this job. I'm done. I'm out. Bang, boom, soon. Right? Shoot out. And then the next time we see her, she goes from a woman with long hair to a woman with now the popular, my hair has been shaved on one side. Look, I would say very Amazonian. You come back more muscular. She's strong. She's strong. She got muscles. She look like she been working out a little bit. She been in the gym. She been pumping a little bit of that iron, baby. Yeah, she been pumping that iron. This what you give me. This what you give me. Remember, I'm a 40-year-old man. I used to run home to come watch He-Man beat up people. Now, I'm intelligent. I get it. You know, there has to be some kind of change. But really, this is very Last Jedi-ish to me. This is what this seemed like. This seemed like what happened over there with Disney. And that didn't go too well for them. But okay, I digress. But I'm looking at this and I'm going, this is interesting. You gave me beefy, angry Tila. Then you give me a black character. I'm interested. Give me a female black character. All right, I'm interested. Now you're giving me all of these lover tones in the background. And you're making it very obvious. And it's so obvious that it's scary. And I'm like, okay, give me a black character. You have her hang out with Tila. Now, as a fan, I can't be invested. I'm thrown all the way off. I'm still irritated you took the main character away and the main villain away. I don't get to see him either. And I'm going to keep it 100. Like, the whole reason a lot of us showed up is because this is our guy.
Listen, I am not nice, I am not kind, and I am not wonderful.
Flat out. So, dudes like me, I show up for, I like the dirtbag villains. I like to hear the villain puns. I'm there for that. And I like it on every level. I like it when they corny. I like it when they're in the middle. I like it when they're 100% deadpan serious in the middle of their monologue. Like, to me, there's nothing better than to catch a good villain just spew out a bunch of exposition about how evil he is and why he is going to take over the world. Followed up by super villain laugh. That's I'm there for that. So when I'm not getting those things, I'm not even getting my core guy whooping people's ass. Right? If I show up to something like this, I expect to see my core guy that work in. That's where I'm here for, right? That is the whole purpose of coming to this thing. So the reason that just blew me is because I kept asking the same question. Who is this show for? Because in reality, if you're telling me, Kevin Smith, that this is for the fans, well, the fans are 40-year-old dudes. We came to see He-Man. We did not come to see Tila. We don't give a damn about subverting our expectations. We don't give a damn about that. So don't bring that to my table. Please, sir, don't bring that to my table. And a lot of people are going to point the finger at you because a lot of questions was asked before this show was available for everyone to watch, that things had dropped in the streets where they was like, yo, we heard this was about Tila. And you said, no, y'all hearing things. Hey, man, we heard you getting rid of He-Man. Hey, man, I told y'all hearing things. So then to come to find out that is true, it's just dirtbaggy to us because you lied to us. You could have said you can't comment. And then we said, oh, okay, so it really is. And we would have moved on. But you could have kept your integrity. And I think a lot of people have a lot of faith in you based off the fact that we knew that you have been running around telling the world that you was a fanboy. You was on our side. You was paying attention to that. You knew what we were on. But apparently not. Because you had no problem disrespecting our childhood hero. It was almost like you said to yourself, you know what, damn, they didn't kill Optimus Prime like 3 times. I want to kill He-Man. And they was like, you want to kill He-Man? He was like, yeah, I want to kill He-Man. And it's like, bet, kill He-Man. And we'll make it about Tila. Okay. And I put all the cool toys that people know in the show. Now that they'll be fine with it. I felt like that's what you did. I find it more funny that Mattel is going to find out how bad a play this was. how bad this really was to do. Mattel's going to figure that out. Because when Mattel sees that the money ain't right, when Mattel check that balance, and they like, oh shit, this ain't what we thought we was gonna make. This ain't what happened. They're gonna be like, what happened? Hey, we need to know what's happened. Somebody run that back. That's what they gonna do. They gonna somebody run that back. And what it's gonna be is they gonna be like, ooh, old school saying you done fucked up the church's money. Yes, you have. You have fucked it all the way up. Messing around with this IP based off you wanted to do some woke shit. And no one's telling you not to say, hey, it would be nice to have a representation of everybody. That's cool. But see, for me, when you talk about representation in animated series, all I say is this: don't change the race of the person to give me a black person. I feel like that's cheating. I feel like that's dirtbaggy. I feel like it was an afterthought. Give me a character. Build them up. Show them with depth. That's what you do. And don't cross my character. Don't give me the black guy, but then he got to be gay. Don't give me the black girl, but then she got to be a lesbian. Don't do that. Don't do that. That looks suspicious when you are a black person. Because are you saying that the only image of me now that can be shown is that I'm counterculture? There's nothing wrong with being counterculture, but is that the only way you gonna show me? That I got to be the kill two birds with one stone person all the time? That's what this is? Because if that's what it is, I don't want it. Why I can't get 5 black people and 1 out of the 5 black people happens to be LGBTQ? That would be cool. Show me 2 strong black guys that are competent. Show me 2 strong black women that are competent. And the 5th character can be either sex or trans. I would accept that as an intelligent individual in today's world. But damn, every time you give me a black character, they got to be LGBTQ. Why? Why? Because it's to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's what you're doing. And it's completely obvious. And the part that pisses people off is you always doing it in IPs that are heavy in male viewership. That's what makes it so dirtbag. It's not like you put it out there as its own thing. That's mine. Is I always say put it out there as its own thing. And then that's cool. That's dope. I can go and get behind something like that. But when you go and take stuff from an IP and you say, ooh, this IP is good, everybody knows about it, it's got the kind of fame we want, let's run with it. All right, what we going to do? All right, we're going to make this character black. 80, they've been white for 80 years, so what? No one cares. They're going to be black and then make them gay, and then we'll take care of that group because kill 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, and then you know what? We're going to take the main character who used to be competent and smart, we're going to make him a total bitch. And then we're going to bring up this new character, and he's going to also be gay, and he's going to be the hero. There we go. That's the plan. Run it. And then you serve this up to 40-year-old dudes who remember their hero being gangster and saving the day and then always having a smart-ass comment after he did it, to do none of those things, and now he's the total opposite. He's a beta male. He's a weakling. He's soft. He's bitter. He's angry over nothing or something that before he would have figured out how to get over that. Then you're destroying that IP and you don't even care because you want to prove a point. It's Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy. Right? So all I can say is, Mattel, what was you thinking? I think you weren't aware. I think your executives woke up the next day after this came out and probably went into panic mode based off the fact that fans was like, what in the hell did you do to He-Man? Why is there no He-Man? And why the hell you do me like this? And my last question, and it makes me so baffled, is the fact of this, or the question should be this: was this a one more time a fuck you to men? Let me say that again. Was this a really, really, really fuck you to men? Because that's what it kind of feels like. It feels like that to me. And I mean, the reason I say that is this: if you are a 40-year-old man that grew up with this franchise, and the hero, the guy that you might have dressed up as for Halloween, that this guy not only was, spoiler alert, killed once in the show, but it's killed twice. It just felt like a huge slap in the face to me. That's how I took it. And I'm not saying I'm a dude that's overly emotional about this, but I just find it to be so interesting that people keep destroying cash cows to prove a point. That's what I find to be the most interesting thing. Like, you just destroying these cash cows to prove a point. That's just strange. That's just weird. That's just, I don't get it. I don't see how you could make it make sense. Like, dude, if someone was making me $52 million a year, I'm not touching it. I'm not messing with it. I'm definitely not distorting the core idea of it. No. But what? To let people know, hey, we want you to know that women are awesome. They're awesome. Build them whatever monuments you want. But I'm not about to mess up my money to prove that point. To hell? I don't think you could do that with anything and win. I think the best idea is to say, hey, they deserve original content. And with that, when it works, then yes, clap hands. It's awesome. When it doesn't work, you try something else. Business. How about that shit? So we shall see. I'm hoping that maybe the next 5 episodes will be better. I will still watch them, just based off the fact that, you know, it's a property that I've always paid attention to. So I'm going to check it out. But I can totally understand why fandom lost their shit. You know, I wouldn't have did it. If I was Kevin Smith, I wouldn't have did it. I'd have given them exactly what they wanted. To me, I thought the show should have been more in line with what we got. I shouldn't say they, but what we got in 2002. I thought that was a much better He-Man, bring He-Man back type shit. So, you know, as they say, or I say, it is what it is. We're going to watch. We'll see how hard Mattel takes it, see if they lose any stock points. We'll watch. We will watch. So, you already know. It's been your boy, Fiend. Gonna slide out with one of my favorite joints. Just been banging the hell out of this for the longest. It's just my shit right now. It's in my constant rotation. Alfie the Great. I got the juice. I holla.
I came here tonight to play chess. Nobody ever mentioned anything about a sword fight. Master Law, we don't talk.
I got the juice, so I guess I show them the proof. It's all live, I don't wear disguise. You niggas fluke, never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, I got a better design. That's what I do, I got the juice, so I guess I show them the proof. It's all live, I don't wear disguise. You niggas fluke, never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, I got a better design. That's what I do. It's a journey to the top, I'm hoping one of us make it. I'm looking at you fans like who the fuck are y'all praising? All is lost like the Holocaust when Germany invaded. Without a burner to his tempo, believing rappers really shaking. Stepping on you ants like a giant that's awakened. You a trapper, not a rapper, why the fuck are you partaking? In this combat of words with bombs detonating. These new niggas is tender like snakes marinating. Fool Food for thought in every line, these bars got me salivating. Like a doctor that really heals, I'm running out of patience. Boxing niggas in, so ain't no escaping. Criticisms out the window, everything is called hating. Fighting is now swag, so every style's taken. I'm writing on the paper to unplug from the matrix. Bring the heat to the booth, these bars can melt glaciers. Niggas out for the count, like down goes face, got the juice. So I guess I show them the proof, it's all live. I don't wear disguise, you niggas fluke. Never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, I got a better design. That's what I do, I got the juice. So I guess I show them the proof, it's all live. I don't wear disguise, you niggas fluke. Never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, got a better design. That's what I do. Here's a toast to my conglomerate. You know the oath we took a step before dishonor, kid. School of them hard knocks. Ain't no need for scholarships. Ignoring all the street talk. Immune to the politics. Everybody equal here. Ain't no need to power trip. Shooters on deck. 50 cals with them hollow tips. Cooking in the lab. The results diabolic shit. Dressing rappers up. Leave them stiff like a hieroglyph. It's time I put the squeeze on these lames. And the conda grip. Some days I was broken alone. Without a pot to piss. 10 toes planted for life. We don't abandon ship. Rappers getting eaten alive. My Jeffrey Dahmer fix. Fast lane, foot on the gas, they ain't no stopping this. No matter where they place me on earth, I built the monument, put an end to the mumbling trap. I'm the apocalypse, I guess it's time I show them my skills and post my diamond out the juice. So I guess I show them the proof, it's all live. I don't wear disguise, you niggas fluke. Never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, I got a better design. That's what I do, I got the juice. So I guess I show them the proof, it's all live. I don't wear disguise, you niggas fluke. Never change shit, I'm always the same. Yeah, I'm the truth, I give you lines, got a better design. That's what I do.
Shots fired, Simon Phoenix. We out.